Okay, let me come straight to the point. This is a sponsored review of the Aoocci CarPlay, Android Auto, dashcam and tyre pressure monitoring device that you see in front of you now. When I say sponsored, what I mean is they've reached out to me, they've sent me the device to review, and then they've given me what's called an affiliate link. So if you use the link, you get a further 22%, I believe it is, off of the cost of this. It makes it around about £135. Don't quote me on that. If you follow the link, you'll see the discount that you're getting, but it's a good discount, 22% or something like that. So if you watch any other motorcycle YouTube channel, then you've probably seen a review of this device. It seems that every motor vlogger and his dog have reviewed this. In fact, I saw a couple of reviews a few months back and thought I'd quite like one of those. I was considering buying one when Aoocci contacted me out of the blue and just said, would you like to review it? I said, what's the catch? They said, there is no catch, you just review it, you can be as honest as you like about it, you say whatever you want to say about it. I said, yeah, why not? Send one to me. I was thinking of buying one anyway, but I didn't tell them that. Send one to me and I will give an honest review on it. Sure enough, they sent it through the post. So what is it? Well, it's an Apple CarPlay or Android Auto device, which also includes a front and rear dash cam and a tyre pressure monitoring system. 3 things in one. Look at that for a view. If you know where I am, put it in the comments down below. Let's get back to the ride. I've got a product to sell. Now, truth be told, I'm not a great fan of dash cams. I've never had one before. But for the dash cam alone, this product is probably worth how much you're paying for it. I think with my affiliate link, it costs about 130 to 140. And for that, you're getting a 1080p front and rear dash cam that's obviously recording at the same time. So if dash cam rocks your boat, if you want to record everything that's going on, like silver vans pulling out on you and stuff like that, then by all means, fill your boots. You're going to love it. I can live with it. I don't really have too much of a problem with it, so long as I've got control over it. Now, it is possible to relatively easy switch it off. You have to touch the screen and you have to hit the record button there and it switches off. As simple as that. And then I can go using this remote, if you like, on the handlebar mount here. I can go back to the CarPlay screen. The middle button takes me back to the navigation and it's now not recording. I know it's not recording because this red light on the handlebar mount is just solid and it's not flashing. But if I go back to the dash cams, the moment I go back to them, it starts recording. Now, dash cams, as you may or may not know, are just as good at incriminating yourself as they are for showing that you weren't in the wrong. So you've just got to be a little bit careful as far as dash cam footage is concerned. Now, I know people will be shouting at the screen, well, if you just rode as you're supposed to ride, you wouldn't have a problem, would you? I actually spent 60 quid on a pair of tyre pressure monitoring valve caps that I tried to pair with my phone. Do you think I could do it? No, they just didn't work. This device comes with those. It's not like you have to buy those separately. It's not like you have to buy the cameras separately. The tyre pressure monitoring dust caps come with it, and the cameras come with it as well. And it works more or less straight out the box. Did have a few issues with the tyre pressure monitoring system, getting that set up and working, but soon sorted that out. It's not for you if you're not the type of person who wants to spend a little bit of time fitting it, getting it to work, fabricating things and stuff like that. So interestingly, although it came with the cameras and it came with the tyre pressure monitoring system, one of the things it didn't come with was actually the specific mounting kit for motorcycles. Bearing in mind, from what I can see, this unit is specifically for motorcycles. Now I've watched other videos and they've got that kit and they've managed to mount it using that kit. With mine, I got what was in the box, which is a very basic mounting kit, and it wasn't up to much. It was pretty rubbish, to be honest with you, and so I used my existing mount that I'd been using up here with a tablet beforehand, a very good quality RAM mount. I had to make a plate, fabricate a plate for it to mount on and stuff like that, and I sort of butchered their old system a little bit in order to fit it in the way in which I wanted it to look. So it's Apple CarPlay. Now I don't have a lot of experience with Apple CarPlay except for a couple of hire cars that I've used, but I think it's just like any other Apple CarPlay, or if you've got an Android phone, Android Auto. And what you get is the functionality for your phone, or limited functionality, because it doesn't allow you to use certain apps, because it won't allow you to use YouTube, for instance, because it won't show you videos while you're driving. The icons are bigger, they're easier to see, they're easier to press, and that has been really good, being able to just press on the icon and it comes up, whereas on the phone I do struggle to get the icon because they're a lot smaller on the phone. Lovely pub there on the left. Now there were two deal breakers for me. The first one was screen visibility, and the second one was how the touch screen worked. And I'm glad to say that I needn't worry about either of those. Well, the litmus test is, if I hadn't been sent one for free to review, would I still buy it? And that's easy to answer. That's a yes. At 130, 140 quid with one of the affiliate links, this is excellent value. Even just for the CarPlay on its own, or even just for the dash cam on its own, and then you've got the tyre pressure monitoring thrown in there as well. This is excellent value. And I have to say, the Chinese have come a long way. This isn't cheap and nasty as I thought it would be. Is it really high quality, real premium? Perhaps not, but it's not far off. Well, while I'm out on this glorious day, enjoying the trappings of this world, my bike and this new gadget, I look around at God's wonderful creation and remind myself of what's really important. His word says, "Do not lay up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy, and where thieves break in and steal, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust destroys, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." I hope you've appreciated this review. If this is something you would like to have as an addition to your motorcycle, then use the link down below. You get about 22% off. Works out around about 130, 140 pounds, which I actually think is a bit of a bargain. I get a little bit of a kickback from that as well. I appreciate you watching. Thanks very much. Have a good day. Enjoy the weather, and I'll see you next time. Bye folks. Well, if you just rubbed as you're supposed to ride, you wouldn't have a problem, would you?